Here, finally, our very first guests for this edition of Holland Comic Con, rising out of the dusk of night, bringing you tales, weaving horrors with just a handful of sand. But he will look totally different from how you regularly know him from your small little screens. The way he beams himself as an icon, as an image into your minds. Here he is. Give him all the love you have, Tom Sturridge! Here he is. Yes, scream! Wow. They've been working. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming here. See how soft his voice is? I need to work on mine. Does this come natural to you to speak in such a dusky voice?
I suppose it does.
This is how he wakes up. It's crazy. No, well, a lot of fans here of Sandman, of course, here today. They will get to ask you some questions. I hope they stay kind of decent. But you're allowed to say, nuh-uh.
That's how I do it. I go, nuh-uh.
That's a nightmare for another time. Just close your eyes and you will know the truth. I don't know, I'm just riffing here. The obvious question. Did you know Sandman, the books, the stories? Did you hear of it before you got to play him?
So, I had heard of Sandman, or at least the kind of iconography of the images had sort of haunted my existence, but I'd never read it, and it was a very strange time when we began to make it. It was the beginning of COVID, and so there was this extraordinary pause between the first time I met Alan Heinberg, the showrunner, and between them deciding who to cast as Dream. And so I had about 8 months to read everything obsessively over and over again. And I think, you know, the sole thing that I discovered from that experience was that first and foremost, before anything, I'm just the biggest Sandman fan in the world. I think it is the most beautiful and important piece of literature and one of the, you know, great cultural creations of the last, 30 years.
Yeah. Neil really put some effort into it.
He put a little bit of effort into it.
Yeah, he did. Sometimes, but okay, let this Sandman thing, let me write this really well. And then, well, so you read all the books, and you went like, this is good.
This is good.
This was after you did your audition, then probably.
Did
they pick you?
It was after my first one, but I mean, I did that. There were several auditions that over months. They spent a long time trying to make up their mind.
Because I heard they asked Kurt Russell and
Sure.
Charlie Sheen, and no, we're going with Tom. He's more vibrant than they are nowadays. I don't know. I'm just saying this, but they're all aching to ask you questions. They're a bit nervous. If you're nervous, it's fine.
I'm not as nervous as I am.
You see, we're all joined in nerves.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Usually my stage is smaller. I jump down. I'm a bit scared to do it today. Don't. Okay. The consensus is don't jump.
Yeah.
No, it's jump. No, it's I'm gonna run around or something. I'll figure this out. Maybe I can. No, if I climb down here, I'll use the stairs and I'll allow them. Oh, it takes about 5 seconds or maybe 6 for me to get between you. So in the meantime, you can all slowly say so. Tom Sturridge, you're great. Tom Sturridge. To make this a mantra, and then you'll feel totally relaxed, and you release some of your energy. So, Tom Sturridge, you're great. Tom Sturridge, you're great. Do it, go. Yeah, Tom Sturridge, you're great. Tom Sturridge, you're great. I'm still running here. Tom Sturridge, you're great. Oh my God, it's Tom Sturridge. Where does it, here? And here I am, Tom. Everything's all right.
Unbelievable.
Yes. Ooh, oh wow. I feel so Olympic. Do you have a question or you just want a high five? You do want a high five. I'm standing here and then I'll come towards you and we'll see how far we go. Hi, Tom.
Hi Tom, my name is Agatha.
Hey Agatha.
And I wanted to ask about your experience with filming the second season. And without any spoilers, can you tell us, will it be as amazing and mind-boggling as the first one?
Well, I'm certainly not allowed to talk about much about the second season, but I will say that we're halfway through, and that it has been one of the great privileges of my life to make it. I think it's far surpasses what I hope you loved about the first season. And I think without having any spoilers, what's most exciting about it is introducing so many new cast members and new characters that I know people will care desperately about from the books themselves. And it's been utterly thrilling to work with some extraordinary new actors.
Wow, that's totally spoiler free. You did that. You took that hurdle.
Hi Tom, I'm Max. I have a helmet-related question.
Sorry, what related?
Helmet-related.
Okay, yep, got it. Let's go.
Is the helmet real, or is it CGI?
Oh, it's real.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's
Can you
absolutely no.
Can you see when you wear it? Because like, I can't see.
You can see when you're wearing it. I mean, certainly your kind of perspective is obscured, but you can see.
You can see basically like a bunny.
I wouldn't want to go to war in it, but
I mean, mine's made of cardboard, so also no.
Yeah, right.
But cool, thank you.
So, but you can see because it's the real one. So.
Well, exactly.
Hi Tom, I'm Julie from Berlin.
Nice to meet you, Julie.
Nice to meet you. I'm a very passionate Sandman fan. The comics mean so much to me. You are a perfect dream and a very fantastic stage actor. And I would like to know what was your favorite role on stage and why, and if it's possible to see you soon again on stage.
Thank you for the question. Seawall was a play. Thank you. Seawall Alive was a play I did in New York, which was a one-man show. It was two one-man shows together with an actor called Jake Gyllenhaal, there was something very extraordinary about telling a story to 1,000 people every night on your own, which I think, which is something that I'll never forget. It was kind of a bewitching spiritual experience. So that's the first thing that comes to mind. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And as far as again, absolutely, I have to finish Sandman, which takes, as it should, a very long time. So once that's over, for sure.
Oh, let us know, please.
I will.
Thank you.
It will be all over social media. And this is the time. The stage is calling.
Yeah.
In between seasons. With two questions here.
Just from me. Hi, I'm Ali.
Hey, Ali.
I noticed there are very subtle differences between the graphic novel and the TV show. So what is your favorite? Eternal Sleep or Eternal Waking?
Wow. Well, I mean, in the context of Sandman, eternal sleep means eternally being in the dreaming. And the dreaming is my favorite place in all of subconscious. So I think I go with eternal sleep.
Oh.
I like the Eternal Waking better. It's much more creepy.
It's horrible. Is it every time?
Wait, sorry. You mean the punishment? Yeah. Oh, okay. Now I understand. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you were just asking, would you rather be asleep forever or awake forever?
No, she's asking you if you would like to be punished.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I think eternal waking is definitely more scary.
Scary, yeah. But the dreaming is, but I understand.
Okay, so he just talked about it as well. I'm Margarita, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
So here I've had like the joking question of what your favorite chocolate was, but now I'm genuinely curious. If you like chocolate, what is your favorite?
You weren't on stage at the time when I was...
Belgian chocolate, the best in the world.
You're the one.
Milk or like...
Milk or like high...
Dark, very dark.
Dark. We're staying in the theme. Great. Oh, there's more. There's another question here.
Hi Tom, I'm Paulina.
Nice to meet you.
I wanted to ask, what was your experience with acting? How you got into it? Like, maybe some insights into your start, and maybe if there's any advice you would give to people who also want to go similar path as you did.
I got into it. What's the best way to say this? the most important experience I ever had in acting was my first play, which was a play called Punk Rock, written by someone called Simon Stevens. And I actually got that part because a friend of mine was offered the role and he couldn't do it, and he suggested to the director that they should meet me. It was about a boy who murders all of his school friends. Nice. And he was like, I know your guy. But joking aside, that by some luck I got that part, and I think my entire education on acting, came through that experience. But more importantly, the advice I would give is to just keep acting and making things, which sounds facetious and stupid, but what I mean is make a film tomorrow with your friends on your phone, and it'll be terrible or beautiful, but learn from that and then make another one next weekend and make them every weekend and see if you get better at making them. Because the confusing thing about acting is that you're constantly told that you have to wait for someone else to give you the opportunity to do it. You have to wait for someone to say, you can be in this play, or you can be in this film, or you can be in this television show. And that makes it profoundly undemocratic and wrong. And it means it's not a way to learn. So the most important thing, I think, is to make work. As amateurish and small as it could possibly be, it doesn't matter. Be it a small play or a scene at home, just keep doing it, because you only learn like everything else with practicing.
Yay! I wanted to clap, but they were all silent. You had a question.
Yes. Famke here with my own dream and delirium behind me. But yeah, my question was, is there any inspiration you had outside of the graphic novels to portray dream, like other than, the novels that were already there, just other characters or people or anything?
Yeah, I think firstly I looked at Neil's inspirations. I think people who are fans all know the kind of musical influences that he had. There was it's when he first talks about it, when he first started doing interviews about it in the kind of early 90s, there was a Russian ballet dancer that he spoke about, whose work I watched. But honestly, the thing about having such a kind of an oeuvre like Sandman that's so biblically long is that you have this roadmap that if you get it inside of you and it gets inside your bones, then to sort of take influence from something in the real world almost felt perverse. So yeah, that would be my answer.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Tess. Was there a moment from the comics, because you read them, that you were like, okay, I'm really excited about acting this particular part?
I mean, many.
No one, and all the others get disappeared.
Yes, all the others get disappeared. I think what I have enjoyed most about, let's say, a recent experience is Season of Mists, and the first time that all the Endless are together in a room together. Well, all but one. You know that?
Oh, yeah. So canonical.
And I found that profoundly exciting to read, and hopefully we all get to see it for real.
And then Delirium.
Yes, hi. My name's Lorena. Hi.
Hi.
Let me see if I can phrase that question without spoilers. We have seen quite a few of the Endless in the show already, and some not. And we don't know yet which ones we're going to see. I'm hoping for Delirium, of course. Which of the Endless that's not Dream is your personal favorite that you can relate to in some way?
That I can relate to? Well, I'll speak about the comic books, not the production. The character, maybe Destiny. I like the idea of living alone in a garden.
Just one book.
just one book, but one book that keeps changing.
True. It goes on forever. And just walking in the garden.
Exactly.
Just anywhere.
Occasionally being visited by my siblings.
Yeah, and then you gotta go away, this is not your place.
Exactly.
Then here.
Hi, I was curious, what is your opinion on Dream's character in the first season?
Yeah, what do you think of him personally as Tom?
I think the key change in Dream in the first season is his understanding of his relationship with humanity. I think that having been imprisoned for so long, he suddenly realizes the awesomeness of his responsibility. And I think that he sees, whereas before, I think he doesn't understand the connection that he has with them.
That's the wrestlers.
Nice.
Wait, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I think it's about learning to respect humanity.
Good. And then here, right? And then you. Okay, yeah. There's Simon.
Hi. What was your favorite line that you delivered in the series?
Favorite line?
God, that's a good question.
Is it the one where you go, Is that the line?
I think surely it's "I am hope."
Yeah, and then you won. That's when Morpheus won, obviously, just by saying hope. Hi, are you Hope?
No. Hi, I'm Lee. So we're very excited to watch That Boy's Detective next week.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Are you excited yourself to see it?
Yeah, really excited. Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that was it.
Oh, that was a question.
No, I really am. Anything to do with the Sandman universe, I'm very excited to see.
Dead Boys Detective. Is that next week already?
Is that when it comes out?
Yeah.
So, she ran away. Is not next week?
It's next Thursday.
Okay. Next Thursday. Well, that's next week. Yes, that's next week. It's next Thursday. Donderdag, as we say in Dutch.
Donderdag.
Donderdag. Yes, because it comes from donar, like the god. That's why we call it Donderdag. Well, we don't remember it that way. That's how we were taught in school. I don't know.
Okay.
And you got Thursday because it's the day of Thor.
Exactly.
It is, apparently. Or so I've been told. Hello. Speaking about Thors and Donars.
Thor is here.
How was it like to to show the character Sandman from the comics to the series?
As in to show what he looks like, or
To life.
to bring him to life?
How was it to bring him to life? He's only words and ink on paper, and suddenly you have to be the embodiment.
Absolutely, but the extraordinary and frightening thing about adapting a graphic novel as opposed to a novel, which is just ink and paper, is you have these indelible images. And we've all made the film of Sandman in our head, but we've made it, unlike when you make the film of The Hobbit, for example, where I think we all have 1,000 different versions. I think all of our Sandman is slightly closer because the images that we share and in our dreams are all born of the same images from those books. And so what was really frightening was trying to find a way to become as close to those images as possible, to change my body, I guess the voice was the most interesting thing, because you can't hear the books. And yet, I don't know if you've read them, but when Dream speaks, his voice is in a black speech bubble with white writing, instead of white with black writing. And for some reason, that for me, I could hear that voice differently to anything else in them. And I think trying to discover that was the most difficult thing. Thank you for your question.
And then...
Hi, Yira here. A lot of the denizens of the Dreaming have a very non-human shape. Were they CGI'd? And if not, how was it like seeing those for the first time?
Very little was CGI'd, which was something that they decided from the beginning. Because the thing about dreams that we always forget is how realistic they are. And they didn't want to create a world that felt like a cartoon. They wanted it to feel like you could touch it and smell it, and which, you know, as advanced and incredible as CGI is, it's you know, it becomes harder and harder when we're so used to these images that we don't believe anymore. And so yeah, everything was real, everything was practical makeup, which, you know, the most wonderful part of it is that I'm not very good at lying, and it's much easier to tell the truth when the truth is in front of you and you don't have to imagine it.
Well, then it's easier not to be like in a green screen room.
Exactly.
And having these objects around you.
Yeah, no, I mean, for example, Lucifer's home in hell, I just remember walking into this extraordinary space with like huge burning torches, which like burned your skin, and incredible murals on the walls, and all, you know, that entire world was built. And body, I don't know if you remember, there's a bit where we walk down a corridor and there are naked people who were kind of entombed in the corridor. That's not CGI, those were real naked people. Real naked people. But that's the level of kind of authenticity that they like to do on this.
And it shows. Another question here?
Hi Tom, it's Lisa.
Hey Lisa.
Thanks for making a talk in the reference. I was wondering, if you're reading all the information, did you have strange dreams, or did imagination go crazy after you picked up all that?
I tell you what I did. I mean, I think what I tried to do was see if I could find Morpheus in my dreams and get any advice.
And then it's like you, and so hey, why are you asking me? I am you. I'm you.
Oh. I'll keep our conversation between us.
Exactly. Let's see, one more question, I think. Oh, two. So 1, 2. Okay, 3. It's ever more. Let me check the time. Okay, we can do 3 questions.
Of course, yeah.
And then they can come to you. Well, you're sitting at the table, the desk, and they can ask you stuff.
Of course, yeah.
It's like favorite pet or so. They didn't dare ask this here, so I'm sure.
Hi. I was wondering, what was it like working with Neil Gaiman? What did that process kind of look like for you?
It was incredible. He is intimately involved in all of the process of making it, which just means as a fan, like I think the first thing was as someone who, even if I wasn't a part of it, I'd just be concerned about how they were going to adapt to this piece of work, and the fact that he's there through every step of the way means that he's satisfied with what's happening, and if he is, then I feel that everyone will be. And as a man, he's just the kindest, most delightful, intelligent, strange, magical creature of a human who is, whose soul is given out some of the most beautiful pieces of literature ever, and it's an honor to work alongside him.
No hyperbole there.
No, none at all.
Hi, my name is Shifty, and I know that you've done a lot of cool stuff already acting-wise, but is there something still on your bucket list to do? Anything?
That's a great question. It's more for me about, I just enjoy working with people who are cleverer than me, and so my bucket list is more just to keep working with brilliant people as opposed to a particular part that I want to play myself.
Oh yeah, okay. So I was just here. She's a bit nervous. That's why I just. But we call it nervous, and then you don't have to be it because we gave it a name.
I'm nervous too.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm from Leeds.
Hey, Caitlin.
I'm a big fan of your work, all of your work, and you play a lot of characters who, on the surface level, seem not villainous, but not likable, but under that, very much deeper. So Morpheus, Jake in Sweet Bitter, Nigel Colby in Like Minds. And I just wanted to ask if you feel a kind of kinship with those characters, or if it's just a chance thing that you play a lot of characters with that kind of...
I mean, I think that's a great question. I think ultimately, I guess it can't be completely chance because it happens so often. And I think that however much we try to pretend, whoever you play, you're imbuing a certain amount of yourself into them, and so I guess that means there is a kinship. Yeah. Thank you. He's running around.
Oh, there's... Let's see, you're really in the front there. Was that one more hand going up there? Yeah. I'm not gonna run back. Just me acting tired. No, I am tired. I'm just pretending to be tired to hide that I'm tired.
Hi Tom, my name is Andrea.
Hey.
Actually, I am from South America, but I'm living in the Netherlands.
Okay.
And my question is how long it takes for you to come into the character once they start with the makeup process and so on, and before you go in front of the camera, and how you start to make the voice of Dream. And can you do it?
How long does it take? I mean, the most days you start at 4 in the morning when you get picked up, and I would say you probably shoot your first scene at like 9 a.m. So that, from that moment of waking up to being first in front of the camera, that entire process for me, it begins when I wake up. Right? The journey in the car is kind of the purgatory you go through from real life to Sandman. The voice only comes on set, I'm afraid.
Well, I can imagine that from waking up, really waking up, and you have your orange juice, and you go, this is a great orange juice, and then you have to make this voyage towards Morpheus.
Exactly.
It can be a tricky one. Well, they've been trying to make this into a series, into a movie for so many years. So many directors have passed. Well, no, they haven't passed. They've
fallen by the wayside.
Fallen by the wayside. We cannot do this. So many actors as well, so many speculations. Honestly, I'm totally happy that they landed upon you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And if you have any more questions, he'll be sitting in a stable under his amazing photo. And he'll be there for you.